greatest threat against the church is us dying out and there not being anybody left with a practical experience and being able to change the atmosphere. Nobody being left that'll actually drop to the ground and put their head between their knees and start praying for rain in a time of drought. The greatest threat against the church is the inability in the younger generations to be able to generate a revival within themselves, to be able to get their strength as manna flowing from heaven to themselves, being able to go in and literally change the tides of what's going on in the world around them. That is the greatest threat to the church. We are stuck in a time where we do not generate revival, we go to revival. Revival has become locational, which is ridiculous whenever you read the Bible, because it's the exact thing that Jesus literally died on the cross to prevent. You don't even have to be Pentecostal to believe in Jesus tearing the veil in the temple and letting the Spirit go out to rest on whom it may. We're stuck in a time where we don't generate, we just go. We get a touch, we get a word, we feel the Spirit, and we get hot for a day or two, and we pray a little bit more in those days or two. We study a little bit more. We might even choose to fast a little bit. We actually get a little bit more serious for a little while, but the Spirit that comes into our room feels like less than the Spirit that was in the revival room. Now, if I'm not talking to normal people, I don't know who I'm talking to. Because if you haven't ever been in a situation where you got real hot in a revival service because somebody laid hands on you that was real hot, and then you went home and for some reason it was a little colder in that room, then I don't think you've ever been touched. Because I have dealt with that. I understand what it's like to get a hot touch from a hot person who has had their head between their knees praying for rain, and then me going back to a house that I had forgotten to pray until that point in. Why does my spirit in my room feel different than the spirit in that room? I'll tell you why. We're a generation living off of bread that we did not make, whose wheat we didn't grow, in fields we didn't work, from seeds we didn't sow. See, we've not plowed the hardened grounds of revival.